Hello, I welcome all the students of second year IT for the lecture series of computer graphics, and this is unit number 4, that's color shading and hidden surfaces. We already discussed in our lecture also, but I thought that there will be a short review of that unit, and then we will be start our whatever the point that's remain. So first of all, the properties of light we already know. We already done this in the class. Then the U, that's a fundamental three fundamental properties: U, saturation, and next is the intensity. That's a three fundamental properties are there of the light. So we already discussed and given take the example of like flowers and leaves we are get in our class. So this is hue. So hue is a pure color, whatever the red, green, or blue, that's a pure color, not there is no mix in that color. And it is done by, it's represented by the angle, that's a zero angle to 360-degree angle. So this is a color model. So this is the diagram for the U. That's red it is a 0 degree. For yellow it is a 60 degree. Green it's a 120. One can is a 180. Blue is 240, and magenta is a 300. So this is a wheel, we can say it is a wheel. And about this real example, so traffic lights, because same light, there is a same light source, but there is a different hue used, uh, and their meaning is different for each use. So next one is in this is a working of U. So this is a white light. You already studied, all students already studied this spectrum and this in your, I think, science subject. So this is a long wavelength and this is a short wavelength. This is a white light. This 1 minute. This is a white light, and it from this spectrum it generates the seven colors. What are that seven colors? It's a vibgyor, that's a rainbow colors. So in Marathi we will say tana pihi ni paza, correct? So like red, like तांबड़ा, जैसे आप बोलते हो वैसे. So this is a long wavelength and the short wavelength. So next is the intensity. So intensity is like a brightness or luminance, we can say that. Or intensity also called as a value. We was already discussed in the class. So whenever the intensity is high, the color, whatever the color of that color is bright color, and if the intensity is low, then it will be a dark. अब आता तुम्ही इथे एक एक्झाम्पल घेऊ शकता. जसं मी तुम्हाला क्लासमध्ये पण एक एक्झाम्पल दिलं होतं की हे इंटेन्सिटी कसं लक्षात ठेवायचं, हाय लो. तर तुम्ही जसं मोबाईल यूज करतात, तर मोबाईल यूज करताना बघा तुमची ब्राईटनेस बघा. जर तुम्ही तुमच्या ते लेफ्ट हँड साईडला असेल, म्हणजे लो इंटेन्सिटी असेल, तर कलर कसा असतो, डार्क कलर असतो बघा, दिसत पण नाही, करेक्ट. बट हे जर का हाय इंटेन्सिटी असेल तर काय होतं, एकदम प्रकाश एकदम डोळ्यांवर येतो, अँड लाईक इट इज अ ब्राईट कलर, करेक्ट. सो हाय इंटेन्सिटी आणि ब्राईट लो इंटेन्सिटीचं आहे. So त्याच्यानंतर means the high, if there is a high amplitude, so it will generate a more energy, and so because of the more energy there will be a bright color. And in the lower amplitude, uh, it generates a less energy, so it becomes the darker color. So it does not change the color itself, means the U is different. U is a pure color, in that hue there is no brightness level, but in intensity there is only its brightness level, nothing more than that. So this is a amount of energy, like this is a diagram for the intensity. You can't say it's a diagram, but it's a representation. So this side it's starting with the dark, dim, medium and the brighter color. आता हे कसं लक्षात ठेवायचं, तर जसं तुमचं मोबाईल मध्ये आहे, तुम्ही सेम एक्झाम्पल तुम्ही लक्षात ठेवू शकतात. जे तुमच्या लेफ्ट हँड साईडला असणार आहे, ह्या साईडला असणार आहे ते डार्क असणार आहे, मग त्याच्यानंतर या साईडला जे तुम्ही राईट हँड साईडला जातात तेव्हा हा इंटेन्स होतो. आता हे झालं लो इंटेन्स एनर्जी अँड दिस इज अ हाय इंटेन्स एनर्जी. सो नेक्स्ट इज अ सॅच्युरेशन. आता सॅच्युरेशन काय आहे? सो इट रेफर्स टू द प्युरिटी ऑफ दॅट कलर. सो इट इंडिकेट्स हाऊ मच द कलर इज मिक्स्ड विथ द व्हाईट, ग्रे ऑर द ब्लॅक. आता किती म्हणजे आता 3 कलर असणार आहे, व्हाईट, ग्रे अँड ब्लॅक. त्याच्या बरोबर ते कलर मिक्स झाल्यानंतर बघा आपण काय करतो की सपोज एखादा आपण रेड, प्युअर रेड आपण कलर घेऊया, प्युअर रेड. त्याच्यामध्ये जर तुम्ही खूप असा ब्लॅक कलर जर मिक्स केला तर तुम्हाला एकदम असा मरून कलर भेटू शकतो, करेक्ट. किंवा तुम्ही असं व्हाईट कलर मिक्स केला तर मे बी थोडासा फेंट रेड, थोडासा रेडिश कलर, असं पूर्णच असं डार्क रेड असतो किंवा ब्लड रेड असतो, त्याच्यापेक्षा थोडासा तो फेंट होऊ शकतो, करेक्ट. तर this color means saturation. Okay, so a fully saturated color is a pure and contains no mixture of other colors. So आता जे कलर असणार आहे it only mixed with the white, gray and black. So less saturated is a neutral tones, is mixed with the neutral tones, so it appears like a dull or faded. So this is a saturation. So this is this is a real life example. Okay, so the fresh flower, so whatever suppose आता आपल्या घरी फ्रेश फ्लॉवर्स आहे तर त्याची इंटेन्सिटी बघा, मीन्स त्याची सॅच्युरेशन बघा, मीन्स हाय सॅच्युरेशन असतं, कारण ब्राईट कलर असतो. आपण बाहेरून आणल्यानंतर एकदम ब्राईट कलर असतो, पण थोड्या काळानंतर ते जसं सुकून जातं, लाईक त्याचा कलर फेंट पडत जातो, लाईक फेडेड, और ते एकदम जुनं असं फ्लॉवर असेल तर त्याचं कलर बघा एकदम लो सॅच्युरेशन, एकदम डल दिसतंय. ओके, सो आता ही डायग्राम आहे की त्यामध्ये आता हे जे फर्स्ट 1 मिनिट, हे जे आहे हे रिप्रेझेंट करतं यू ला. जे खालचं आहे ते रिप्रेझेंट करतं सॅच्युरेशन. या साईडचं जे आहे ते हे ऑल सॅच्युरेशन रिप्रेझेंट करतं, आणि जे ही अप अँड डाऊनची जी लाईन आहे ती इंटेन्सिटी रिप्रेझेंट करते. सो आता याच्यामध्ये पण एक ग्रे म्हणजे लो सॅच्युरेशन झालंय, हे तुम्हाला लो सॅच्युरेशन किंवा हाय सॅच्युरेशन असं दाखवू शकताय. सो आता आपण त्याचे जर आपण एक पॅरामीटर ज्या हिशोबाने जर आपण बघितलं तर यू जे आहे ते टाइप ऑफ कलर आहे. सो इट्स आता आणि त्याची रेंज जी आहे ती 0 डिग्री टू 360 डिग्री आहे. सो इट्स अ कलर व्हील. आता जर इंटेन्सिटी जर आपण बघितली तर इट्स अ ब्राईटनेस ऑफ दॅट कलर अँड इट्स फ्रॉम लो टू हाय अँड हाय टू लो. So it's a dark to bright or bright to dark. That's the intensity. So the saturation is the purity of that color, and it is from low to high or high to low. It depends. So it's like a dull to bright or vivid, like means very bright. That's a vivid or bright, or bright on that color it changes its color itself, and whatever the in the intensity it makes the color lighter or the darker. So in the saturation it makes the color dull or vivid, or we can say it's brighter. So whatever the effects, it changes the color itself in the view, and it makes, means intensity makes the color lighter or the darker, and for in the saturation it makes the color dull or the brighter. So the example of the hue is red, green, blue. That's we can say it's a primary color. And the so the in the intensity, like it's a dark red or in the bright red. In the saturation it's pure red or pink. Maybe it's whatever the mix we white or black and gray color. It whatever the new color will make, uh, that color will be appear here. So the next is a main question. What color is it in the hue? And next is the intensity. So how the bright is it in the intensity? How the bright color is it? And the saturation, the how pure the color it is. It's a main question. You can ask that in the hue. That's a what color it is. In the intensity is how bright it is, and in saturation how pure it is. So the visual meaning of that, the hue is like a color identity, and the intensity we can say it is a light intensity. It's maybe a dark or bright. In the saturation it may be a color richness. Now the CIE chromacity diagram. So it's a French term. So, as CI refers to the Commission, uh, this is a French term. So, CI refers to Commission International de Eclature. So that means the International Commission on the Illumination. That's a chromacity diagram. So, what the purpose of this? Because it is a graphical representation, and it will it it visibles all the colors based on the human perception, and it is developed by the Commission International de Eclature. So it represents the colors using the chromacity coordinates x comma y. So it's excluding the we can exclude the brightness from this. So it represents the color only, not the or not that the brightness. So the structure of that diagram is like horseshoe shape first of all. Then how horseshoe shape means it's a outer boundary. So the whatever the outer boundary, it's pure spectral colors. That's a pure, like a violet, indigo, blue, uh, green, yellow, orange, and red. So that's a rainbow color. So and each point corresponds to each specific wavelength. So the chromacity coordinates, it is like each color is represented by that pair x comma y, and these coordinates define color only, not the brightness. It is defined only the color, like hue. So white point, that's the center. So just see this diagram so you can understand clearly. This is a CI chromaticity diagram. So it is a center, that's a white light. So it's a it represents the white light, and it formed by equal meaning of that different colors. So the line of purpose. So the bottom straight lines that connects red and violet, this we can say that it's a line of purple. So these are non-spectral colors, not in a single wavelength. So the color mixing in diagram. So the next point is color mixing in the diagram. So a straight line between the two colors that gives the intermediate color, like red plus green, it becomes the yellow. So the point lies between them, whatever the straight line between that two colors of, that's a color mixing diagram. So triangle concept. So this is a gamut. So its gamut is like a range, whatever the range of that color, or so this is if the three colors are selected, that it forms that the triangle. So all colors inside the triangle can be produced. So all colors inside that triangle can be produced, and it used the red, green and blue displays. So in simple terms we can say that any color that perceived by the human eye can represent it as a point inside the diagram. So it shows how colors are related and can be mixed. So it shows that how the colors are related and can be mixed. So it is a device, it is a device independent, and it has it is not limited to that screens or that printers. So it is a device independent. So the color classification and the color relationship within the CIE diagram. So already we had discussed the spectral colors and non-spectral colors and the complementary colors in the class. So spectrals are using the single wavelength of that light, and it is found on the outer boundary, that's a horseshoe edge, horseshoe's outer boundary. So it may be a red, green, blue, violet, and it contains the pure colors. So in that there is no mixing. So in the non-spectral colors are formed by mixing that two or more wavelengths. So the found it is found inside that diagram. So also on the straight bottom line of that purple, so pink, magenta or purple, and it cannot be produced by a single wavelength. So it required the two wavelengths because there is a mixing, and inside that color there will be a mixed colors. So if you see this diagram online, you can actually you have an idea about how the actual CIE chromacity diagram will see. So the next is complementary colors. So complementary colors is like two colors which when combined and that produces the white light. So that color will is known as the complementary color. So located on the opposite side of the diagram. So for example, red plus can. So red plus can, there will be a color like white color. Why? Why? So the red plus can will be the white, because you can say that na ki madam, you already told that red, green and blue, when all that three colors will be mixing, then only white color will be when will then will be the white color will be generated, right? But how the can is generating? सो आता कॅन कसा काय जनरेट होतो? तर कॅन जनरेट होतो ग्रीन प्लस ब्लू ने, करेक्ट? सो ऑलरेडी रेड प्लस ग्रीन प्लस ब्लू ऑलरेडी, सो व्हाइट कलर जनरेट होणार. सो द रेड प्लस कॅन इज इक्वल टू रेड प्लस ग्रीन प्लस ब्लू, सो RGB, and RGB is equal to the white light. You already know that. So it is only the true if we mix the correct intensity of that proportion. So this is a simple diagram, so that you can go through. So already white point will be covered, and the next is a gamut. So gamut, so it's a the range of that color that a device, that's a monitor or printer, can produce. So that it's shown as a triangle inside that diagram, that's a RGB triangle, and the colors inside the triangle. So it is reproducible, and the outside it cannot be displayed. So this is a line of purple, like straight line joining that red and violet. So this is a red and this is a violet line. That's this is called as line of purple. So the application of that, it's color TV, and monitor design or printer and color matching, and third one is like image processing, and fourth is like standard for the color measurements. So next is color model. Uh, we already taken this in the class. Already we have discussed this in the class. So HSP, so we can skip this. So next is the illumination models. So this will seen in our next part. So thank you so much for watching this video. If you like, please like the video, share the video, and comment below. Thank you so much.